Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Otto and over here I have the DJI OM4 and this one over here is a DJI Pocket 2. If you're not sure about which one to buy, today I'll be talking about them both. I'll be comparing some specifications, what they can do or what they can't do, and which one is the best gimbal for you. The Pocket 2 is this cool small device that has a small gimbal with a camera at the top of the main body. It has this small touchscreen where you can access the menus and many functions, and here you can also see what the camera is looking at. The Pocket 2 has 3 buttons and a joystick to control the zooming or the movement of the gimbal. You can take advantage of the small size and use it just like this to make videos or take pictures, or you can attach your smartphone just like this, and this way you have a bigger screen to see what you're shooting and access to the menus are going to be easier this way. On the other hand, the OM4 is just a gimbal. It is meant to be used with your smartphone, and that means that you are going to be relying on the camera that you have over here. One of the coolest features that set this gimbal apart from the competition is their new magnetic clamp system. This is one of my favorite parts. Let me show you why. You have this clamp and you place it on your phone, and all you have to do is this, and when you turn on the OM4, it will auto-balance the smartphone. I just find this to be very convenient. The Pocket 2 compared to the OM4 is very small, and the weight, this thing is just 117 grams, and the OM4 with the clamp and the tripod, it's almost 500 grams. This makes the Pocket 2 a very discreet camera, and people wouldn't even notice when I was recording on most cases. Because the Pocket 2 is very small, the battery is not going to last for too many hours. You can get around 140 minutes of runtime, but that time is going to decrease if you're shooting at 4K. Something else that you need to know is that if you connect the Pocket 2 to an Android, the Pocket 2 is going to try to charge your smartphone, and that's gonna mean less battery for the Pocket 2. And there's actually no way to avoid that. The good news is that this charges very quickly, and what I like to do is to bring my Anker power bank when I go out. And this way I can charge and use the Pocket 2 at the same time, or I can just throw them both on my backpack to charge it when I'm not using it. With the OM4, you're not going to have battery issues. This battery lasts for about 15 hours. You're going to come back home and you're gonna still have battery for the next day. Or maybe your phone is just going to die first, but the OM4 is prepared for that. And believe it or not, it can be used as a power bank to charge your smartphone. I've been using the OM4 for a few months and the Pocket 2 for a few weeks. I feel more as a regular user, just like you are, more than someone making just another review. And I have to say that both of these gimbals perform very well. They both have 3-axis, the features that they have work really well, and they're not difficult to use. Maybe in the beginning you need to get used to it, but the results are going to be amazing. On these 2 video clips, I used both devices at the same time, and honestly, I can barely see any difference with the stabilization. And this over here is the Pocket 2 on a low light situation, comparing it to the iPhone 12. And I feel like the Pocket 2 did not disappoint at all. Features like time lapses, hyperlapses, panorama shots, slow motion are going to be available on both devices. But other features like the dynamic zoom, the panorama clone me, and the spin shots are going to be available only with the OM4. There are some limitations with the OM4 if you're using an Android phone. I made a video a few weeks ago about this, but I'll tell you here the short story. With the Mimo app, dynamic zoom doesn't work properly. Slow motion is not an option, so you can't use it, and you can only shoot at 30 frames per second. If you want to shoot at 24, 25 or 60 frames per second, you need to use an external app such as Filmic Pro, or you can use a native camera app that comes with your smartphone. iPhone users are not going to have this kind of problems. So if you have a smartphone that's running Android, these are all things that you need to consider. One last thing to consider is that if you're going to connect your Android smartphone to the Pocket 2, you are not going to run into any of those problems. If you're looking for the best device for vlogging, I think that the Pocket 2 will do a better job. On the OM4, when you select the selfie mode, it is going to use the front-facing camera, and this camera is usually not a very good one. The Pocket 2 is going to flip the whole camera around, just like this. The microphone quality is very good, and if you want to take it a step beyond, you can get the Creator Package. It is a little bit more expensive, but you'll get a few extra items and a wireless microphone. So the way I see it is, if you have a good or a very good camera on your smartphone, the OM4 is probably going to be enough for you. And the price for this gimbal is $150. If you're looking for something cheaper, you can still get the older version, which is the Osmo Mobile 3, and you're gonna save about $50, but you're not getting the magnetic clamp. And as you know already, I kinda love this thing. On the other hand, if the camera on your smartphone is not so good and you're not thinking about upgrading your smartphone anytime soon, maybe the Pocket 2 is a better choice. The basic version is going to cost you $350, but bear in mind that the basic version doesn't come with a tripod and you're going to need a micro SD card. The Creator Package is going to cost you $150 more than the basic version, but it's going to have a small tripod and a wireless microphone, as I said before. I hope that this information was useful. Please don't forget to give me a like, subscribe if you like this kind of content, and that's it. My name is Otto, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.